It's always hard to tell. Hello! I'm just gonna say hello until I know that I am streaming. I am streaming, okay. Hello! And welcome back to Doki Literature Club! Whoop whoop. Let's skip this poll. Hello! I forgot you on my screen. I forgot you on my screen. And I need to clean my glasses already. One second, do. I can't remember where we got up to. I think we were talking about writing our first poems. So I probably should have started my stream after doing the poem because it takes me a little while. Right, this might be a bit of a shorter stream. I'm not too sure. We'll find out. We got here. Okay. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Peku. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival... I'm defenseless. It's already started. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend another day with these beautiful girls... Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Beku? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Beku, I'm so happy. We could become an official group now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you this great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Beku, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Did the music just go weird? I need to turn it up slightly. Is that too loud? Yeah, that's too loud. I don't know how to do it. Right, I'm gonna check if I'm loud enough. So, give me one tickety-boo. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yes. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Not really. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I can't read it all. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room, I'm guessing that says. Okay, I'm gonna save. No, don't save it there. there as well. Okay, right, I'm gonna need my thingy bob. So give me a second. Well, give me like a little while. Where's words? Okay. Right, I know Papa's on there. Papa. Bubbles. Cheeks. Nibble. Doki Doki. Yeah. Jumpy. Yeah. Poof. Yeah. None of them seem like really? Oh, poo. None of them are on there. I don't think anyway. Bliss doesn't seem like vibrant. No. I don't think any of those have her. I'll just put sing. Unless I'm missing one. Oh, it was hers. Okay. Waterfall. Socks. Cute. Yeah. Sparkle shine. S. Sparkle's not on there? Really? Okay. I really expected Sparkle to be on there. Again, unless Embrace. A, B, C. No? Heartbeat? Oh, Heartbeat's on there. Charm? Nope. Jazz. Again. Wonderful, I guess. Sugar. Some of these are Sayori's words. Boot. Kitty. That's gotta be a word. Yeah. Bunny. Jump. Yeah. Strawberry. Playground. There we go. Okay. Let me save. Okay. Hi again, Beku. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Beku. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. The music is unsettling. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and just hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, I can't see. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Beku. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? The music. The room is spinning. Oh god, the room is spinning, isn't it? Isn't it me? No, the room's spinning. Oh god. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance. Oh god, the room makes me feel sick. Anyway, now that you're in a club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no to either one. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Oh, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. The room is making me feel horrible. Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri, the music keeps going off. Oh. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention. Stop changing! Even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want to. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organised if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it unless you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the books that she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Can I really not skittle this? Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Beku. Consider this. Oh, don't just a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signalling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. What's that? Ah, I guess it's easy to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect her to be sitting this close either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, remaining the additional space where she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I could talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of the plot. Oh, she's so cute. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face! Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. No. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Oh, I can skip this part. Oh, no, I can't. Except Monica's being a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. Is this where she looks at me? Oh. I glance over at her. So cute! Oh! It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Yeah. This is completely normal. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it into Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to... She doesn't even finish the sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Beku. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? You bitch. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I can skip. I'm gonna skip the parts that I've already read because there's just no point. Oh, it doesn't let me skip this. Oh, it's scary when it doesn't let you skip because it means you haven't seen it. Hi, Beku! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Beku. We're all a little bit embarrassed here today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Beku. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just tried to look on the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Is it the same one? Yep, it's the same one. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not too sure if I should know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced in my poems quite a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with everyone. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, it'll just get a big dark line. Ink puddle, yeah. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eye lands on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. This is where the argument happens. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow its frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really doesn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Becca did too. And based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Becca liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh god, here we go. Oh, I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Becca appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? What is happening with my wire? Give me a second. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Beku started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities and others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe bitch! Edgy. Sorry that my life stopped. Violence is too much for someone out of your mental age to comprehend. Just say that proves my point! Most people learn to get over themselves at the graduate middle school, you know! If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your things. If you think you can come along with your toxic personality just by dressing up, the only thing you can do is how hard you dress. Wow, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, right? Am I bad? You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with you in your head? Yeah, go on, let Becky hear it if you think you really hear. I'm sure he'll be over your head and over your heels after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as he just noticed I was standing there. Becky, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I Natsuki! 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 Hello. Hey Becky, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Will it let me see the history of that? Yeah, it will. Okay. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after you. Suddenly Yuri towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Becky, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know everything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course I'm going to go with. Oh, it's Monica who ... Yeah. Cool. Sorry about that. Why did I go weird? They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once I'm done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against the others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, baby, are you okay? She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said, Natsuki. Or did. Beku, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Oh God, I don't like that. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility for today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around or something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Beku. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But fucking twat. Oh. And now I need my words up again. Yeah, bitch. Right. Once again. Bear with me. Ugh. Right, pal. Papa. Milk. Is milk on there? Milk. No, I don't think Sparkle's on there. 12? Yeah, 12's on there. Jumpy. Raindrops falling on my head. Raindrops on there? Where's all? Raindrops isn't on there. None of the words are on there. Wonderful. Shiny. Boop. Sugar. I'm not clicking that. I am not clicking that. I'm not that stupid. Strawberry. I'm not that stupid. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Sink. Yeah. Playground. Ribbon. Nibble. Lollipop. Chocolate. Bouncy. Mouse. Parfait. Okay. Okay. God damn. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days, haven't I? Entering the club, the usual scene greets me. I'm surprised the poster in the back hasn't appeared. I thought that appeared on like the first day. Welcome back, Becky. Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expressions, but the rate of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologise. 1 second. Is my string doing okay? It's paused on my end. Yeah, we're fine, okay. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't actually mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologised. Isn't this where her eye starts? You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologising, I know you really didn't mean it. Becky, don't say those things. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you're enjoying the club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and, sorry, what am I saying right now? I just... Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I guess you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologise. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control for now, so... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I am not. What took you so long anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm not really sure. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Ah, well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on a song. I'm working on writing a song, but it's quite not done yet. Maybe once it get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Beku. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Beku, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after all you gave me that book. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is tilted, titled Portrait of Markov. Yeah, the second game. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there might have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyways, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like I was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Beku? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. She's so shy and reluctant on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind of... It's the trouble. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost your interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole body gets incredibly... incredibly what, sorry? Oh, it's not even there. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying strange things. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh god, that's horrendous. That's horrendous? Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, but... I'm compiling compliments, by the way, so sorry if you see things pop up. That's me saving videos. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? I don't remember that in the original. Gosh. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in what? Bathing in the feeling? Bathing in some feeling of some sort. Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really listen to... Sigh. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that kind of makes it more difficult to turn the page. There's a lucky emblem! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. That's really cute. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it onto her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth on Yuri's face as she causes, "What?" And she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Hello. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue to read. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Don't go quiet. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. What's that face for? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you're talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't even know what that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Am I breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out the classroom. What on earth was that about? Beku? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri is acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. Nothing. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Right, Monica's gonna be pissed. Oh, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Wait, what do you mean a little different? Wait, hang on. It's pretty disappointing. They all had you. Every single word was yours. Oh, Lord. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending more time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something new from it. Becca, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. Oh God, is this the jump scare? Oh no! Oh no! I was waiting for it a long time. Oh God! Oh no! It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. What did you throw in it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Oh, fucking hell! Yuri is a sick thing! Ah! That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Becky, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Please just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Don't look at me. Ah, you fucking what? I hate you. Fuck me. Hi again, Beku. How's the writing going? Terribly. Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're implying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share your poem you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Beku. I was going ooh in my head while writing it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I put no words for Yuri. Oh, that's creepy. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door's open. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologise. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose you should get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. I think have I read this one? Oh god. Delete her. Oh. It's slightly different, but it's slightly the same. Bright, beautiful, yeah. Cacophony. Stop. Sign, tangent, knife. Breathing, ribcage, okay. Delete her. No, I'm not gonna delete her. Don't look at me! Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. You are welcome. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. I haven't read this because there's tea and blood. Wheel. I can't read it, man. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. What? Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. Yeah. What? A torn harness? What? Parabolic gearbox? Some of these are so hard to read. Expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-developed snakes with human eyes. Human eyes. A thread connecting all living humans' eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. What? 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of the dock ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-developing prayer connecting a sky of floating gears and an open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bottlehead. Bottlehead. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind was just being a little hyperactive lately, so I took it out on your pen. That is a pen that fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Yeah, you weird bitch. You have unlocked a special poem. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of intermittent, oh my gosh, width. There we go. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid and the sound of the splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. How lovely. I need a drink. Hello, Monica. I'll just leave it like that. I wish my Monica wig wasn't fucked. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit down in front of the line. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everybody's been a little bit more lively ever since Becca joined, and we've started up the club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is only our real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting the members anyway? We already have enough to be considering an official group. More members will just mean that everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that you brought here in the first place? The literature club should be a special place where people can express themselves like they can do anywhere else. It could be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know that you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Beku? Oh come on. You can't take advantage of Becca to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club to be with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Becca joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Becca isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions once. Whew. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Beku want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation... no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here would see the same way that I do? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting in members or anything. Beku, why did you even join this club? Because you forced me, you bitch. What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. Why me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in a club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Becky, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks out of her classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well... do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not nice for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Yeah, that's lovely. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and give the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Beku? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everybody to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think that it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each Your eye is bleeding, Yuri. Your eye is bleeding. You might want to sort that out, love. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone is once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri! I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll all talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, Beku? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Beku before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew! Things have gotten a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Beku, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time here at the club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. Oh, God. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all that time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend the time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I have been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why. Wait, no, no, stop it! She turned into Pac-Man. And I don't think it matters what words I truly. Have I got any new things? I'm gonna check if I have any new files or anything. Or any. Well, I've got any pictures. Probably Yuri. I've got like the weird. No. Probably Yuri. No, I don't have any Yuri. Oh, I got a secret. Ah. Okay. Oh, that's so cute! I haven't got any promos either. What about mail? No. Files? Oh god. Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured prescription, their artificial. What? Artificial? Yeah, artificial. I said that right. Their artificial reality is a writhing, twisting mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, sleeping through every yeah? Oh, I don't even know. Seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Oh, dear me. And Happy Thoughts is still there. But I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. I would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Oh, actually, you know what? This will probably be a lot easier if I just delete her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Haha. Well, here goes. Oh, gosh. Have I got any? No. Game. Weird. Monica's still there. I ain't got any new pictures. Any new songs. Well, okay. Actually, I'm going to stop here for today. I did say it'd probably be a sort of stream. So anyway, thank you for watching. And I shall probably stream tomorrow. So, thank you and goodbye.